Barry Farrell for president.
The ghost of Elvis haunting the Grammys. Stay tuned. NTV News is next.
Yappa, 2つで1つっていいですよね。
僕たちみたいにね。
私たちにはチョコとケーキが1つになったエルフローレがぴったりよね。
僕たちみたいにね。
一度ハマったらやめられないよね。
僕たちみたいにね。
ブルボンエルフローレ新発売。
Good afternoon, I'm Buzz Banowski.
And I'm Lori Luslow. In our top rocking story tonight, Perry Farrell, the lead singer for Jane's Addiction, announced today that he would run for governor of California. Mr. Farrell claimed that, if elected, he would legalize heroin and marijuana in the Golden State. The taxes from these very profitable products would fund state schools as well as a new psychedelic Disneyland in Orange County, dubbed Disney Palooza. State legislatures had no comment, but beleaguered Orange County officials were very optimistic, citing Mr. Farrell's vision as a boon to the economy and a good way to keep clean smack on the streets.
Gotta have that clean smack, Lori.
Looks like you've already had some, Buzz.
Yes! While the Grammys were underway, some stars thought they saw the ghost of the fat Elvis. Madonna was seen running from her rehearsal room screaming he wanted Eskimo pies and bonbons. Other attendees were similarly frightened. Whoopi Goldberg, this year's host, claimed to have seen the ghost of Elvis wooing actress Alicia Silverstone with promises of Cadillacs. Mrs. Silverstone was quoted as saying, "I asked for a Range Rover instead." A Range Rover?
Up next, Courtney Love's reaction to Victoria's Secret.
Remember the tag show at the Vogue when the PA exploded?
Yeah. And how about the Super Suckers and 7-Year Bitch at the off-ramp? We hung out with Gas Up for all night afterward. And we both threw up on our shoes! You know, don't you wish there was some way to relive those great times?
Well, now there is. Hi. The glory years of grunge may be behind us, but we can still celebrate the sounds that brought us all together.
The grunge years were the best. Flannel shirts, ripped jeans, and heavy guitars. Well, now those years are back. On Sub Pop Records, Hype, the movie soundtrack.
It's a classic collection of the sounds that shaped our lives.
And our love.
Grunge will live forever in our hearts.
And on Hype, the soundtrack to Seattle.
You can buy the Hype soundtrack at your local record store or by calling 1-800-SUB-POP-1 or on the World Wide Web at www.subpop.com.
Earlier today, an angry Courtney Love
Big surprise.
An angry Courtney Love chastised Victoria's Secret for running an ad that featured Nirvana's song, Smells Like Teen Spirit. The use of the song is legal, but she says the visuals are distasteful. The ad depicts scantily clad teenagers cavorting in a school gym and sniffing each other's privates.
That's disgusting.
Ms. Love also states that the wearing of underwear was unnecessary.
Speaking of Bush, the English rock band that conveniently filled the hole that Nirvana created, released an album today of covers from television shows. Some selections include Hey Hey, We're the Monkees, and the Change song from the Brady Bunch. Some of the other highlights are the themes from Magnum P.I., the A-Team, and a rousing rendition of the Teletubbies theme. Ayo, Lori.
Ayo, Buzz. Stay tuned for Urban Sports with Mistress Black.
Levi's wide leg jeans. It's wide open.
We're back. And up next is Mistress Black with Urban Sports for this week. Mistress?
Last weekend, the Worldwide Wrestling Federation signed a deal with talk show host Jerry Springer. His guests will compete in bouts that will headline with the regular WWF tours. Of particular interest are the catfight matches and the white trash tag team match. The audiences for both wrestling and Jerry Springer still believe that the show is real and not staged. On another note of mayhem, the heavy metal band Metallica, fresh from a tour in Spain, decided to include the Running of the Bulls into their live show. This added a bit of excitement into their already notorious mosh pit. In a similar vein, Grunge Fest 99 took place in Seattle, and it seems to have gotten a bit out of control. Several people were injured, including some band members who decided to get into the fray. Though some say that grunge is dead, fraternity brothers from the University of Washington couldn't pass up the chance to get loaded and display their manhood by bouncing homophobically into the other frat boys. Grunge Fest 99 was sparsely attended by women of the intelligent variety, and by this footage you can tell why. Oh, here's a good one. I give that about an 8 for imbalance. And that wraps up the sports. Stay tuned for this week's Rockin' Weather Report with Eric Lawless.
Richard. We're gonna take care of you, Richard.
I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive into the heart of me. Once I ran to you, now I run from you. This faded love you've given, I give you all the boy could give you. Take my tears and then I'll pay it.
He's crashing!
Tunnels! Clear? Oh, you love.
Don't touch me, baby.
Levi's wide leg jeans is wide open.
I think I hear Mr. Lawless now. Ooh, such a big bike.
Oh my God.
Hey, what's up, you mooks? Take a look at our weather chart here. The weather's been pretty sorry lately. 50 degrees and rainy all day today, 50 degrees and rainy all day yesterday, and 50 degrees and rainy all day the day before that. Break out your riding gear, though. Better weather's on the way as we see 80 degrees and sunshine sometime later. Moving on to our area weather map. Tonight's forecast is rainy and 50 degrees, except for downtown Phoenix in Pioneer Square, where the Action Factor is playing. That's going to feel like about 30 degrees and downright miserable. Moving further south, Guar and Garth Brooks are heating it up at the Tacoma Dome tonight on their Guar 2000 double bill tour. Call that 80 degrees for, let's just call it genre interest. Moving further north to Parker's on Aurora, we've got the Blue Oyster Cult. Used to be a pretty good band. We'll call it 70 degrees out of respect. And tonight's hot spot, the Ballard Firehouse, where Motorhead will be playing. I'm going to call that 80 degrees for ballads like 1918 and some of their other slower stuff, but well over 100 degrees for songs like Ace of Spades. Clear skies and genre interest should make for a interesting night of stargazing, as Chris Cornell and Dave Grohl will probably be in attendance. All right, back to you, Lori. Buzz?
Just go away. He scares me, Lori.
He had a big bite.
Was big.
Seems that Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson Lee have gotten back together. And they plan to start their own cable network called Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. It'll be a pay-per-view channel featuring scenes from their very own lives. Highlights will include footage from the infamous Malibu parties, as well as boating excursions to the Catalina Islands. Sounds like fun.
That does sound like a good time.
I'll meet you there.
Oh, sweetness. Our final story tonight is a sneak peek at Disneypalooza. The new theme park will feature the Dead Rocker Pavilion, Rave World, as well as Mr. Garcia's trippy ride through London. The mascots may seem familiar, but with a twist. Mickey the Dealer, Hippie Minnie Mouse, and Gonzo Pluto. Entrants into the park will be asked to eat their ticket stub. From everyone here at NTV, have a very good night. Don't touch the film. Jesus Christ, molesting.